In the world of anime, there's millions of abilities, characters, and things that are just so powerful and unique that it just really doesn't make sense. Anime's unique abilities cause it to stand out above most shows. And the creativity and how abilities work have always been mind-blowing to me. However, there's always been one or two abilities in anime that just make no sense, or fucking ridiculous for the character. So, here are 7 abilities that'll blow your mind. 7 abilities that you had no clue about, and the 7 characters who use these insane abilities. Number 7. Luffy can fly? So, in the world of One Piece, everything is thought up and planned perfectly. Decades in advance, Oda was working magic, and decades will continue to advance until Oda's work is done. Now, over this long period, you start to forget parts of One Piece. Parts of the story, characters, abilities characters had, and one of these abilities is flying. Luffy flying. And I'm not talking about Gear 5, the fucking sun god. I'm talking about Gear 4 Luffy Bounce Man, who's actually able to fly. Sometime in the 2-year training arc where Luffy was being taught by Ray Lee, he developed Bounce Man, a version of Gear 4. However, Bounce Man came with a unique ability, the ability to fly. How it works is, while in this form, Luffy can create boosts of air from his feet, kinda like a jet. He uses air pressure to bounce off buildings and other objects. However, it seems he doesn't always need an object, as he can stretch his body in certain ways to change his trajectory. But this isn't actually flying, it's the illusion of flying, which I don't really get, but I would guess it's flying, but not in the traditional sense. Luffy has his own way of flying. We first see this on episode 726 of One Piece, in the fight against Dolphin Mingo. Luffy actively used flight to fight and defeat him. Number 6. Kakashi can open the inner gates. The 8 inner gates are the most powerful, or one of the most powerful transformation abilities in Naruto. Its power is mainly used by Rock Lee and Guy, and through them we got to see how powerful and detrimental this ability really was. However, did you know Kakashi can enter this state too? Maybe not to the level as Guy or Lee, but we do see in the anime during a rock climbing contest Kakashi opened the first inner gate, which shows he also has a high understanding of taijutsu. We never see him use this again, nor do we know if he can enter the other gates, but assuming this is still the Kakashi sensei I know and love, I would say he can for sure enter the other gates. Number 5. Kawaki can shrink. This one isn't as surprising as the others, and I do believe when Kawaki unlocks this in the anime, it will be a well-known ability, but it's very cool to see Kawaki have the same abilities as Jigen. How it works is Kawaki shrinks his body and can regrow it to its original size. He can use this on pretty much any object, and as long as it's not living, he can shrink anything. So it doesn't seem he can just go around shrinking people. Number 4. Aizen can break wormholes, or stop and break wormholes. Now, this is an ability shown in the manga, so I'm going to do this without any further spoilers, but I'm still a little confused on the ability, so I'm going to just explain it as best as I could. To my understanding, Aizen can stop the formation and break wormholes, which is just fucking badass. Like, I knew this guy fucked, but I was not aware of the levels. So, basically, Aizen became God, can actually, like, fucking bend time. What the hell is a wormhole anyways? Can bend time or some shit? Aizen is a badass, that's all you need to know. Number 3. Flash Dial. Now, this is an ability where Usopp flashes his opponent. No, not like that. Where he flashes them, making it unable for them to see. We see him primarily use this in his fight against Luffy, but I feel like for a sniper, this is a very unique, useful ability he should use more. How it works is, during their trip to Skypiea, a very forgotten and miserable arc, Usopp and the gang come across these helpful dials, which came with unique abilities, and one of them happened to have the ability to store light. So Usopp then clicks a button and flashes his opponent, making it impossible to see. Number 2. Mitsuya Purple Lightning. I've been watching Boruto since I was 13 and I still don't know this guy's name. But in Boruto, there are many dry, useless fucking personalities, but above them all is this guy. This dry, bad skin waste of space makes me depressed every time I talk about him. So I'm gonna make this segment quick. Purple Lightning was an ability developed by Kakashi sometime after the 4th Great Ninja War. He used this to make up for his lost power, and it seemed to be stronger than normal lightning. However, that's never been shown or proven. And oh yeah, the albino snake can use it too. Now, for the final ability on the list, another One Piece ability, but an ability which isn't just used by this character, but by multiple. It's called Notch Slash, Brook's main ability, but I'm not here talking about Brook, I'm talking about Zoro. Did you know Zoro could use this ability too? Notch Slash is an ability where Brook will use a fast by and nearly invisible slash, where the attack appears to happen after the user has passed its target. It's a semi-invisible fast slash that tricks your opponent into thinking they haven't been cut, but a moment later when you pass them, the cut will reveal. We've seen Notch Slash used in numerous amount of strong opponents, but in the anime we've only seen 3 characters use this ability: Brook, Zoro, and the zombie Ryuma. All 3 of these characters mastered this ability and were badass swordsmen who used this in combat. So those were the 7 abilities you didn't know anime characters had. If you like this video, smash that like button. Let's try to get 2 likes and I'll make a goddamn part 2 tomorrow.